All right, Butters, we're here. Are you ready?
I'm scared, but I know my country needs me.
This is it, Butters. We have to be strong. We're taking down those goddamn Chinese right now.
All right, here we are on section 2, university corruption, which there is an incredible amount. The first thing I'll talk about is the Confucius Institutes, which have been set up by China at over 100 universities. NBC News has a clip that describes how Chinese students were getting preferential treatment. They're not anymore, at least not in theory, based on what Trump said on May, I guess, 27th, when he had his proclamation, which I also have a clip of that as well. And then a document describing exactly what the Confucius Institute problem is all about. So with that said, let's get into it.
The chairman of Harvard University's chemistry department arrested by FBI agents, charged with lying about more than $1 million in payments from the Chinese government. A Boston University researcher accused of being a secret operative of the Chinese military. Another Harvard researcher caught at the airport allegedly trying to smuggle biological materials to China. All 3 incidents were this week, and they're not alone. U.S. intelligence officials say America's world-class university system has become a soft target in the global espionage war with China.
All the research, development, cutting-edge technology, all the ideas emanates on university campus. And our adversaries know that.
Over the last year, the FBI and other agencies have demanded that universities do a better job protecting their sensitive research, an effort to make sure their foreign scholars don't have hidden relationships with foreign companies and universities.
We're estimating about $500 billion a year in economic loss just from the country of China. That's theft of intellectual property and trade secrets.
Some Chinese students say they feel unfairly targeted. Jason Zhao is a math and computer science major at the University of Rochester. He says he was taken aback one day when a student in a driving course asked him an odd question.
And they were like, "You're from China?" And I said, "Yes." And like, "Are you working for the government?"
Zhao says what he wants most is to work in tech in America, but he worries he won't be welcome.
I think the question is, do we want to make policy for everyone on the basis of a few bad actors?
Academic leaders like Thomas Rosenbaum fear that if universities shut the doors on foreign students, America loses more than it gains.
Our greatest strength is our openness. And if we wind up thwarting the ability of people to exchange ideas, we will not be the leaders.
The FBI says there are about 1,000 still open investigations nationwide into allegations of Chinese technology theft.
How many Confucius Institutes are in the United States? Updated as of May 15th, so about 2 weeks ago. This list was originally published in March 2018. It has been updated periodically. If you know of additional Confucius Institutes that have opened or closed, please let us know. Since 2004, the Chinese government has sponsored Confucius Institutes on college and university campuses around the world. An agency of the Chinese Ministry of Education called the Hanban provides teachers, textbooks, and operating funds. In 2017, the National Association of Scholars released Outsourced to China: Confucius Institutes and Soft Power in American Higher Education. A comprehensive report on the way the Chinese government infiltrates American colleges and universities to enhance its own image. At that time, we counted 103 Confucius Institutes in the United States. As of May 15, 2020, NAS counts a total of 81 Confucius Institutes in the U.S. This includes 7 that are scheduled to close in the summer of 2020. The University of Maryland, New Mexico, University of Missouri, University of Arizona, Miami University of Ohio, Cal Davis, University of Pittsburgh. We identify 72 Confucius Institutes in American colleges and universities. We also identify 1 Confucius Institute at a private educational organization, the China Institute. 1, the Confucius Institute of Washington State, that currently has no institutional affiliation and 7 Confucius Institutes at K-12 public school districts. Wow, that's unbelievable. China has a special relationship with Washington State. They have for a long time. I'm not exactly sure why, but I know Seattle was one of the first cities that China had come to, a couple decades ago, and they've since maintained pretty tight relationship with Washington State generally and Seattle specifically. Most K-12 schools that partner with the Hanban have Confucius classrooms, of which there are about 500 in the United States. However, the Hanban does designate these 6 school districts as home to Confucius Institutes as part of a collaboration between the Hanban and the College Board. Okay. Well, there is a lot of problems with this Confucius Institutes. And by the way, they exist globally. They're not just in the United States, but that's where they've focused most of their energy. Here's a spreadsheet that you can download from the site. I'll include the link, as I said, of all the currently open and closed Confucius Institutes. And there's also a map here that represents where these are around the country. You can see there where you would expect where the biggest universities are.
Today, I will issue a proclamation to better secure our nation's vital university research and to suspend the entry of certain foreign nationals from China.
We know this number is over 1,000 students from China, mostly graduate students, and in some way have affiliations or direct links to the Chinese Communist Party. So good. All right, just some interesting headlines about the Confucius Institutes. As you can see, the FBI is investigating the institutes, which essentially means nothing will happen. This guy, Christopher Wray, is a joke. Then The Hill publishes Get China's Pernicious Confucius Institutes Out of U.S. Colleges. Yeah, it makes sense. As the establishment left praises China, these college Democrats condemn Chinese influence in America, which is good. At least the kids are clear on what's going on, even though the establishment is, well, they're making money, so they're complicit. Sweden closes its last remaining Confucius Institute amid strained relations with China. That's fantastic. You gotta love Sweden. You gotta love the Vikings. And then the last one is, why is the U.S. targeting China's Confucius Institute? As China seeks to strengthen its foreign policy clout, the state-sponsored cultural institution, Confucius Institute, has been labeled a subversive mechanism for increasing China's public influence abroad. Certainly true.
No more kissing China's ass.
China's actually a free and loving country that...
I'm out.
Wait, Towley, come on, I need you!
I'm never working for a company that's regulated by a communist government.
Okay. No more selling to the Chinese.
Then say it. Say fuck the Chinese government.
Fuck the Chinese government.
I didn't hear you.
Fuck the Chinese government, there!
Well, you just got your partner back.
Hey everybody, well that's it. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications on any new content I upload. Please comment, good or bad, questions, thoughts, ideas, whatever. Hit the thumbs up or down, depending on how you feel. It feeds the algorithm. And I'll see you next time, because I am out of here.